Bruh.
Hey guys, I'm back for some more Art of War 3, and today we're going to be playing on the fishing hole map in the tournament Searching the Nautilus. It's been some time since I uploaded a couple videos, and I'm back from my break. So here I am, and this is going to be a guide on Searching the Nautilus, because I don't think I've ever made one of those. I've made a couple of guides on other tournaments, but never Searching the Nautilus. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyways, for Searching the Nautilus, if you are able to, you should get shipyards within deployment time. So in order to get shipyards, you would want one construction yard, one supply center, and one power plant. And then of course go straight for HQ level 2 while also building a assault vehicle factory. This is the quickest way to get shipyards out, and be sure to have your construction boost, because that way you can actually get your HQ upgraded before deployment time ends. And once that's happened, you can get your shipyards out. Now, in Searching the Nautilus especially, you want the highest level of dominance in the sea, so getting the Wasp Spout is highly essential for resistance players. Getting the Wasp Spout will pretty much enable you to get not only your container, but also the enemy's container at the very start, so that'll give you a little bit more resources to work with, plus you'll have another container to capture. Now, in Searching the Nautilus, of course, there are some points you have to capture. This point right here, that point. So pretty much you can capture points using any naval unit. I believe even Wasp will work as well. So yeah, it's like a regular container, but yeah, you need to capture these. And in order to win, you need to capture 10 of these. As you can see by that counter, right, you need to get 10 of those. That's pretty much how you win. So to get 10 of those, obviously you need to capture that with naval units, and therefore you need the highest level of naval superiority. We can see my enemy has just built a two level 1 shipyards, so my enemy failed to get them within deployment time, and you can see how that'll affect the progression of my enemy later on in the battle. See, I have lots of units out, and noticing that my enemy doesn't have that strong navy yet, I can easily rush him. And yeah, I have the Wasp out, Wasp Acid, and I'm dealing some good damage. Although, I mean, the shipyards are very strong, and we can see a torpedo platform is coming up, so we're gonna have to go back with our Caimans and destroy the torpedo platform before it's built. This is a display bug. There should be, it's still building. It's almost destroyed. There we go. And as you guys can see, I am able to get the second container. But I did get a little bit greedy. I did get a little bit carried away trying to get that shipyard destroyed. But in the end, I got the second container. Of course, I'm getting my alligator out. I am very late into upgrading HQ3. I got a little bit too carried away with my rush, so that's very bad. You don't want that to happen. Generally, if you're in Star League, you'd want the HQ to be upgraded by the 3rd minute. That'll help you a lot. By the 3rd minute, so you can't upgrade it at minute 3. You'd want it fully upgraded by the 3rd minute. I have done it extremely late. Now, the Wasp Acid is extremely helpful. Notice that I only have like 4 Caimans and 1 alligator. So without the Wasp's support, I'm not really dealing that much good damage. But yeah, we even got this container as well. So now we're up to 3 out of 10. See? But my enemy is only at 0 out of 10. So that's unfortunate for them. Of course, now my enemy has a couple more Vikings than I have alligators, so I'm gonna have to retreat for now. I do have a little bit of a scouting squad here. We can use that to scout my enemy's base whenever I need to. Okay, we only have 5 supply centers though. I did make it 1 avia factory to make some dragonflies, because as you guys know, air units are also very good in the Searching the Nautilus tournament, especially for the resistance, because Vikings don't have anti-air. Because Vikings don't have anti-air, you can pretty much just deal like free damage, even like 1 dragonfly. If you have 1 dragonfly, it will take like a minute or 2 to destroy that Viking, but it's free damage, and the enemy will be set back by a little bit. So I'm not gonna have one dragonfly, I'm gonna have several dragonflies, but that's just the example. Now I used my scouting squad to scout the enemy. You can see the enemy only has 5 supply centers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supply centers, 2 level 2 shipyards, and then 1 level 1 shipyard. We can see that the enemy doesn't have any ground or air presence at all, so it's a clear naval build. For me, I'm building some navy, but I'm also making air units, as well as a hero, which is the Wasp. Now there's a container dropping there, and there's a container dropping there. I'll get this one first. But we can see my enemy is attacking us, or rushing us, would be a better term. A couple deltas, a couple Vikings. We got the acid from the Wasp, and we're sending in reinforcements. We have to give up for that container for now. Since we are defending, we have the defender's advantage. The defender's advantage is that units that are produced from any factory will rush right onto the scene. That's the defender's advantage. Because attackers, they'd have to come a long way from the factories to help attack. But my factories are much closer, so we have the defender's advantage. And we are able to thwart the enemy's attacks with my aviation and my alligators. The thing is, because I have dragonflies, and since Vikings don't have anti-air, the enemy is forced to produce deltas from this one shipyard. But I have Wasp as well, so deltas on its own aren't going to be that strong because I have the Wasp. So as you guys can see, my aviation is dealing some good damage. And of course we have to get this container, so we'll send that one alligator to get it. I'll use this one dragonfly to scout. It doesn't seem like they really did much in terms of navy or naval build. Generally, by now, the enemy would have like... this factory would probably be level 3, to be honest. And this would be level 4 HQ, generally by this time. Because as you guys can see, wait, I am not HQ 4 yet. That's kind of, kind of embarrassing. No matter. At this point, I am attacking my enemy because I saw a weak spot in the defense. There was only a couple of Vikings here for defense. However, the torpedo platform is too strong for me to handle, so we're gonna have to fall back. And blue thinks they have an opening, and they're sending their Vikings, but I have even more gators. But I don't think it's time to attack yet. So we're pretty much gonna have to fall back right after we get this container. And I see an opening in the enemy's base. Notice how I said earlier in the battle that blue didn't have any ground or aviation at all. And there wasn't any anti-air towers or air defense yet. So I was able to stroll right in with my dragonflies and attack. Pretty much my only goal is to destroy the HQ. I don't care if I lose all of my stuff. Destroying the HQ will pretty much prevent the enemy from making any form of Vikings or deltas, maybe even Poseidons. I am almost done upgrading to HQ level 4, so my enemy actually beat me to it. But then again, I was making other units as well. I wasn't just making navy. So my enemy had slightly more resources, I would say. In the end, the enemy's HQ was destroyed successfully, so my enemy is going to be set back tactically by a pretty large margin. My enemy is going to have to either spend several hundred resources to rebuild the HQ and upgrade it to its full potential again, or use the boost, but in the end it's still going to prevent the enemy from making units, so we'll have the production advantage at this point. Ooh, looks like the enemy captured one of those. We're going to move our aviation back to engage these supply centers. And I'm going to line up my alligators in a nice sweet line. Both of the containers spawned in near my base, so I'll just get that. Yeah, those Vikings have to go back. That's mine. And and so is that one. But at this point, to be honest, I am pretty sure I outnumber my enemy by a lot. I have almost 20 alligators out, and I have a couple aviation units, so at this point I'm pretty confident I'll win. And so I pretty much just set in patrol mode. Setting the alligators in patrol mode will allow them to effectively attack anything in their path. So they'll pretty much just pummel through it, attack these platforms, attack these naval defenses and naval buildings and whatever. And once those are destroyed, it's game over for blue because I'll have the naval presence. Notice how I've been capturing those containers and I'm at 8 out of 10. The enemy's only at 3 out of 10. So once the enemy's naval defenses are destroyed, I will be able to capture these points and win the battle. That's pretty much how you generally want to win in this tournament. You generally want to deprive your enemy of navy, if you can. If you can't, just go for the points. It's fine to win by points. But if you can, deprive your enemy of complete navy, like they should not have a single naval unit or naval factory. That will be very good in the long run. But yeah, my entire fleet is at the shore, and Blue's base is pretty much destroyed at this point. So it is a good game, I would say. The battle's about to end soon. I captured that point. I'm only at 9 out of 10. One more point to win. There's that last point, but before I was able to capture the point, the enemy is destroying their own base. So this is a good game. And we'll get that nice close-up of the enemy destroying their own construction yard as we win this game. Mission complete. GG's.